Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another build showcase, but this time geared more towards a new player looking to start learning the hammer or the axe. Let me know down below if you want to see more beginner-friendly content, or you'd rather me focus on builds for heroics, trials, or other late-game behemoths. Drop a like and leave a comment if you have something you especially want me to go over for the next video releasing Sunday. So let's jump right into this beginner build. The goal for this loadout is to be comprised entirely of gear that you can farm before progressing too far into Dauntless. In fact, I've managed to make this loadout fairly powerful, using only gear from behemoths that you'll face before unlocking dire level enemies. You'll mostly just need to farm the Gnasher to get the pieces for this set. The loadout is comprised of the Drask helmet, Gnasher cloak, Gnasher gloves, and Carabac feet. You can run this armor with either the Gnasher hammer or the Gnasher axe, since they both have the same cell slots. Using this armor at max level, with max cells, will grant you +6 Aether Hunter, Rage Hunter, Overpower, Conduit, and Tough. You'll also have +6 Conditioning and Aetheric Attunement. The toughest piece to acquire will probably be Carabac's feet, since he is a challenge, especially for newer players. If you're having issues getting those boots, go ahead and substitute them for Gnasher's feet. They both have a power slot, so you'll just have an extra defense slot instead of the built-in conditioning that comes with Carabac's feet. The strength of this build lies in its overwhelming focus on power slots. Basically, you're going to be dealing a tremendous amount of extra damage, no matter what state the behemoth is in. Enraged, Aether Charged, Staggered, you've got bonuses for everything. I threw in Tough with the Gnasher cloak just to give you a bit of tankage, so that if you aren't yet proficient with combos and dodge timing, you won't have to be on the ground quite so often. If you are feeling confident in your dodges, feel free to substitute Drask's chestplate in for the Gnashers. This will bring your Aetheric Attunement up to +6, and you'll have another open power slot. Either put in a copy of one of the other offensive cells you have equipped, if it's not up to +6 just yet, or tack on +3 Knockout King. I recommend this setup after you've gotten your footing with these slower swinging weapons to take your kill times to the next level. Especially with the axe, Aetheric Attunement will boost your overall DPS because of its synergy with Conduit. Conduit will give you and your team an attack speed buff every time you activate your Lantern Hold ability. Paired with Aetheric Attunement, which boosts the rate at which you gather Lantern Charge, you can increase your attack speed far more often. This boost might even give you the extra speed you need to land a combo finisher instead of watching your hammer slam into the dirt. Like I mentioned, this build works for both hammer and axe, so I'll give you the rundown on how to use these weapons as you're starting out. The axe and hammer have similar playstyles, in that they both sacrifice attack speed for high damage per hit. The primary difference between the two is that the axe focuses on massive part damage that will sever tails and tusks, while the hammer offers devastating stagger damage and crack skulls. Now, both of these weapons can trigger either a part break or a stagger, but the hammer leans more heavily towards stagger, and the axe towards part damage. The primary combos I recommend for the hammer are the uppercut combo and the spinning combo. Both moves begin with a neutral swing, meaning you press your attack button without any directional input. Once this first attack begins, you have two options. 1. Move forward and attack twice more. You should see your hammer swing vertically 2 times. Finish this off with an Aether Slam by pressing your secondary attack at the end of the second uppercut. Or 2. Attack twice more, again with no directional input. Your hammer will spin in a circle, striking multiple times. You can also finish this with an Aether Slam for maximum damage. Use the uppercuts when you want to finish a combo quickly, as the uppercuts take less time to get to the Aether Slam than the spin. Or just use the spin when you want to deal maximum damage. Now for the axe. There's really just one combo you need to focus on, at least at the start. It consists of 2 vertical, or primary attacks, followed by 2 horizontal, secondary attacks. The first vertical attack and the first horizontal attack can be charged by holding that attack button for a few seconds to deal more damage. You'll notice 3 distinct stages to the charge, and if you release on the 3rd stage, you'll see a golden flash, and your attack will now be unstaggerable, meaning you won't get knocked down by a behemoth's attack if it lands at that stage. You will still take damage, so be careful of your health bar. There's a lot more nuance and unique moves you can make with both the axe and the hammer, but this isn't a deep dive into mechanics for either of those weapons. If you grasp just what we've gone over here, you've begun your learning process, and you'll pick up the more complex strategies with time. This build should get you through most of the early game fights, and can be modified to suit your needs. I hope you've enjoyed this starter set for the hammer and the axe. Drop a like if this helped you out. Every thumb in the right direction helps me tremendously. Also, let me know if you think I left out anything important, if you have any questions, or any specific requests for later guides and builds. Join the Discord if you want to join me on a hunt sometime, or have a longer conversation. And as always, I hope you learned something.